Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, we're back. We're back with a new member on the 3 of 7 podcast, Lumpy. Welcome to the show, Lumpy.
What's up, Bubba?
Corn, for some reason, has on one of our new shirts that's just released now, the Love God, Love People. He has the shirt on, but he has underneath the shirt, he is wearing a collared fishing shirt.
He cannot leave the house without one of those. Most of the time, two, but he's at least got to have one.
Talk to us about your style a little bit, CB. You went from for years and years, all you wore was overalls. You never saw you in a pair of pants, period.
Right.
To now, your thing is these collared fishing shirts. Talk to me about these, man.
I like a collared button-up shirt, Bub.
Okay.
So you can look presentable.
Corn, your fishing shirts don't look anything near present. Just because they have a collar,
you got to look presentable.
That doesn't negate all the stains and wrinkles in them.
Yeah, I got to look presentable.
What happened to the overalls?
When Liberty sold out to Walls, they quit making those in America and they sent them over to China.
Are you a jingoist?
And the material got so bad on the front of your legs, up where your hips are, that it would wear through.
Was there not another brand that you could switch to?
I tried Keys and all that. I didn't like them.
You know, Key has been around for a long time. You can find old pictures of guys wearing Key overalls.
Yeah.
The overall the overall dominated through what the Depression era. You know that you look at pictures during the Great Depression and on up through the 40s and 50s and maybe even into the 60s. The overall dominated.
Yeah, it did.
You look at pictures and there's whole groups of men and boys, and they've all got overalls on. Now, all of them look a little different, but everybody's wearing an overall.
Yeah. Ain't like that now. It's few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see hardly anybody wearing overalls anymore. Yeah. It is hard to find a comfortable pair of overalls, so.
It is, yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, they're either too tight in the straddle or too tight on the sides.
What happened?
They sent them to China. Chinese people don't know nothing about overalls.
Yeah, that's true. You'll never see a Chinaman in overalls.
I don't think I've ever seen a Chinese in overalls.
No.
Ever.
What's the practical? I mean, what makes the overall so practical after you wore them for years and years? I mean, why was that your garment of choice for so many years?
Well, it was the best work clothing that there was. It was all denim, you know what I mean? Had multiple pockets. You could put a pair of channel locks in there. Your can of snuff could go in the back without wearing the pocket out like it does in blue jeans or anything else. The denim was thicker, and the front pockets were humongoloid. You know, they was way bigger than your hand. You could feel your pocket slap up with all kinds of working
Keys
stuff.
Mostly. Keys, what you probably had.
Well, what I did is I wouldn't button the top button on the side, and I would hook my keys in that buttonhole right under. Yeah. Yeah.
So
he's always had a bunch of keys.
You like the space that you had in the overall.
And then it kept your shirt from getting all filthy too. Yeah. You saved on your shirts.
Imagine if you had overalls and a fishing shirt up under.
That's nice. I've done it before. That's
nice.
Have
you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice right
okay,
there.
Well,
that's going to town.
What about the heat factor in the overalls?
You just get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah. They are hot, but you get used to it. Yeah.
Like Carhartt, they used to be a big name in overalls and bibs and stuff. Have they went downhill too?
That I found that whatever that material is they use like a denim, like it was easy to snag on stuff.
The brown stuff?
And then thread out. And once that threading started, like you couldn't hardly wash them. It'd just unravel them.
Well, did you know that denim is not a fabric?
Really?
It's a weave.
Okay.
Yeah, denim is made out of cotton. but it's a specific way to weave the the threads and to make that pattern of that fabric.
I didn't know that till Chad told me that.
I didn't know it till right now.
Yeah, I didn't know it until I bought some warm weather gear from Weather Wool, and they've got a denim weave that they use, and that's I read all up on it. This guy that owns Weather Wool, Ralph, he is the fabric. I mean, that's what he loves. Like he goes to these farms and sources all of the wool personally from the farmer and makes all that purchase and makes sure it's all right. He's creating an amazing wintertime garment. He really has.
Yeah.
There's nothing else on the market like it.
No,
I mean, he's created
if you don't have an anorak jacket, I don't know what you're doing in the winter.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, and anorak is a style of jacket, almost, like an overall is a style of clothing. An anorak is a style.
People's gonna think this is an ad for Weather Wool, and it ain't.
No, it's definitely not. No, I pay full price for all the Weather Wool I get. It's just cool. That's where I learned about weaves and reading. Ralph posts all this stuff online because, like I've said before, it's really anyone who's super passionate and is the best in the world at what it is they like to do. I like to look at what they're putting out.
Yeah.
He puts out some cool stuff. I would actually love to bring the overall back. I would. I mean that's
you talked about
I
it.
talked about it for a long time. There's a lot of moving pieces to it, and the Lord has us doing other things and keeping us busy with other things right now. But it would be, in my opinion, really fun to redesign the overall and kind of bring it back.
Yeah.
And there are companies that are doing that now, but they are redesigning the overall, and their key audience are these hipsters.
Yeah.
Beatniks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, these hipsters. This, but they try to sell it like like in the Rocky Mountains, mountain biker, backpacker type. They're no longer marketing the overall to the working man, which is what that piece of clothing
It's a fashion statement.
was designed for. Yeah, now it's like, look at me, I'm
a
old timey, I'm old timey, up here in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm gonna go in here in my dispensary and get me some weed and
go to the drum circle,
craft beer, and I'm gonna go out on a hike. That's the type of people they're trying to market it to.
It's citric colors and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of the colors are the same. It's the cut. Because all of these, this is a whole new culture of people that exists. Go to Boone, North Carolina. Go to Asheville. Go to Black Mountain. Go to Blairsville, Georgia. Go to all these mountain towns. They're not country people no more. There's this whole new culture that has arisen that is like some sort of quasi-hippie backpacker, weird, you don't even know what they are. Mother Earth, half Christian, half, And so all of these people are built like bird bones.
So they're wearing like painter overalls. You've seen a painter's overalls?
No.
They're just like straight on both sides. Look like two 2x6s.
I know what you're talking about, but no, these overalls are built for these hipsters because these people like tight legs. Their legs are like sticks,
bird bones.
So they like to they have like stick legs, and then they got a little gut around them,
Yeah.
because they don't really do anything.
Yeah.
And then they come out like this, and
they got a bird chest.
Yeah, bird chested.
Yep,
for sure. So it's the cut, It's the cut that ruins them.
Can you imagine a garment what look cut to fit someone like that?
Yeah.
Well, I've ran actually into a snag in my theory here. redesigning the overall to market it to the working man, because I've realized that there are really not that many working men left. So I would have a very small customer base.
Yeah.
You know,
agree.
you ain't gonna get a Mexican to wear no overalls.
Mm-mm.
Have you? I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Mexican wearing overalls.
I don't think I
Have you,
either.
Chili?
I don't know why you would wear overalls.
Overalls
We're
are
talking to
nice.
you about it right
Well,
now.
look, Chili's never worked. So that's
Chili has literally somehow found a way to go from birth to however old he is now, 26, 27 years old, without doing a single task of manual labor. It's truly remarkable. And he still does it. He will not carry a tote or anything, but he doesn't do it like, you know, I ain't gonna carry that because I ain't gonna. But he just he's there, but he's not there.
he doesn't know any better. I think he just don't know no better.
How can you tell us how you've done that, Chili?
He came real close to having to work one time.
For real?
Yeah, 84 lumber.
No, he would have been in sales.
Oh,
He wouldn't have
okay.
been. He wouldn't have been doing anything.
How I've been able to do what?
Get through your entire life without doing any manual labor.
Well, if I gave away that secret, it'd probably be the end of society.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, don't say that.
Because
girl,
it
man.
is legitimately a secret. Because he can be around manual labor. And you're like, okay, well, we got another body here. You know, we're going to get this job done. And everybody, and the job gets done, and you don't really realize until after the job is done, like later on that evening, when you're like finishing up dinner, you're like, you know what? I didn't see Chili do anything now that I think about it. But he was there, and he was like moving about in your midst.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, most people get by with it because they don't show up when the work's going on because they know they're not going to do it. But he's found a way to be there and not participate, but not get called out in the middle of work.
That's what's so remarkable about it. It truly is a secret.
Yeah.
I mean, my lesson of the week said, you know, if there was a secret, it would be the way. But he's proved that wrong. There is a secret.
Yeah. So it makes sense that he would say, why would you wear overalls, right?
Yeah. Anyways,
He's not the market.
I would love to bring the overall back
I'm definitely not the market.
one day. Like I say, the problem is the working man, thin, sparse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's doing the work these days, Corn? Is the white man still working?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Especially in like your utilities and heavy equipment, things of that nature. But when you get into like your show enough, like manual labor.
Like carpentry, framing,
Yeah, those are mostly all Hispanics.
ditch digging,
Yeah.
land clearing.
Yeah, you still got, you know, a lot of white people in the land clearing and stuff like that.
Oh, I was meant by hand.
Oh,
That's how I
no.
came up, clearing out land.
No.
You know who's done a good job at maintaining a good, respectable-looking American workforce is David Parker.
He really has.
I mean,
man.
as good as what you can see,
Yeah.
you know, out and about. The
Yeah.
people you see working for him, they look like good, just regular old American people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a good job at that. I agree
Yeah.
with you. Yeah, so I don't want to be completely negative and racist against the whites, but there are some still out there
Yeah.
He's slow and white.
for sure. There's definitely a part of me that misses manual labor at times.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, no kidding. I've actually considered buying my own piece of land just to like, when I got a hankering to do some manual labor, you know, go build. I like building fences. You know, go build a fence.
You're good at it too.
You know, now I'm not good at building structures. I never could grasp the angles that you have to cut the wood at and stuff. I can't. That don't register with my mind.
Yeah, I'm not good at carpentry either.
You wouldn't need a very big piece of land to be able to sustain those urges you get. It's like a half acre.
Remember when he built the dog fence and let the dog stay in it one night?
Yeah. And yeah, had that big old dog house built.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if people know this or not, but a lot of people probably don't know this. When I got out of the Navy in 2019, I started a landscaping company where I cut grass. I would trim your bushes. I would do mulch.
Weed.
I would weed stuff. I would do it all. I would also build fences. That's another thing that I would do for you if you needed it done.
I heard that business was still up and going.
It is. It is. It's actually top 5. It's not top 5. It's one of the only landscaping companies in that area that doesn't have any negative reviews.
On the Better Business
The
Bureau.
Better Business Bureau called me the other day and told me they wanted to start promoting my landscaping company because it's one of the only ones in the area with no bad reviews. I told them go for it. I actually did really well with that business. I liked that business, man.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. Now, you would have hated it. You hate cutting grass.
Yeah. Can't stand it.
Chili would be completely screwed. He could do the office work, I guess.
Well, he could tell you how to do the office work.
It is true. He could consult.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess a lot of this has been very positive towards me, but I'm gonna say something that's a little bit self-deprecating. I haven't been able to figure out, because all I've ever wanted to do was consult, and I haven't figured out how to get you to just pay me to consult.
Yeah.
I'm still paid to, like, I have to do a few things in the office, you know.
Yeah.
So
You're chief editor now. Chief video editor.
Yeah,
that's,
you've actually added to the things that you said. You're kind of going backwards.
yeah,
a
I
bit.
know. So really, I haven't done a good job with that.
As long as you can keep Chili's soft fingers on a keyboard,
Yeah.
he's good. You get him anything rougher
figured
than
out.
a keyboard, ain't happening,
I haven't
son.
figured out how to just consult.
Yeah.
That's kind of bugging
You'll
me.
get there, I'm sure.
Yeah, you'll get there. You're still early on. Yeah. I loved landscaping. Did real well. You can make a lot of money in that business. What's your favorite type of work, Cornbread?
Running heavy equipment. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather be clearing than I had do the dirt work, knocking the trees down.
You don't like the finish.
I mean, I enjoy it, but if I had to choose, I would just run a clearing crew.
Yeah.
You just go in there and just mass destruction.
Have you ever run a skidder?
No, I've never run a skidder.
And
No.
what about one of them motor graders?
I had run a skidder too with one of the cable skidders. I sure did for about 3 or 4 weeks. What about a motor grader? Not a motor grader.
They got all kind of handles in there,
Yeah,
don't they?
yep. They've got probably 14 handles in there.
Yeah.
Especially the old ones.
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of manual labor work, Blake?
Probably building, like building something out of wood. Yeah. I mean, I've not ever built a house or nothing, but little things, dog houses and furniture.
We framed up that carport where the old studio was.
Yep.
Didn't me and you do that?
Yeah, Dad remember he put the window in crooked on the front?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
we did all that.
pain, man.
I mean, I like that kind of stuff.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah.
I can't think of those angles, and you have to measure everything just right, and then you like measure this thing, and you're like, oh yeah, but I have to calculate the little 2 inches here on the end and take that off of this measurement. It's a lot.
Yeah, I built that privacy fence at the house and meticulously put the gate together and made sure all the rungs lined up with the existing fence that I built and everything else. It just looked so beautiful. Now the gate's warping, and I can't figure out why in the world it's warping. It's ticking me off. Every time I get home or leave in the morning, I look at it, and I open it, and it looks like it's warped even more.
Well, that wood's probably drying out.
I'm sure it is. I need to put some of those metal rods on there that can tighten it up.
Yeah, and then probably stain it or something.
Yeah.
Get something on
I
it
think you got to wait a while.
till it dries, yeah.
Well, on that pressure treated wood.
Oh, yeah.
I think, don't you, Paris James? Yeah, you have to wait a while before you can paint or stain it.
That'll get you winded and crooked. Don't talk to him too much about that woodwork.
Apparently, my friend Don, he only went to school through the 3rd grade, but he was a master builder, framer. He worked on a framing crew for years and years, ran the crew and all this. Apparently, he had worked out his own system of math in his mind, and just in turn, he wasn't taught. You know what I mean? He had just worked out how to. How he saw angles and numbers and all this stuff and adding and subtracting and multiplication. I mean, I'm sure, it was just, he just figured it out.
Yeah.
As he went,
Right.
I always thought that was pretty cool,
I remember hearing stories about people talking about Don when he had a framing crew, like his desire to work. They would say he would get out of the truck and run to wherever the house was to get started. Like he'd leave everybody standing at the truck. He'd get out of the truck and run there to get started working.
He loved to work, man. Yeah. He loved to work. Even when I worked for him, he would still meet us every morning, get us going, and he'd be out and around all, most of the day. He'd be out and around piddling, and even when he was older and didn't have to, he just loved it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Man, I might have to buy me a little piece of land, Bubba, to scratch that manual labor itch.
Buy you a skid steer when you do it. Got a hankering to get on something.
Skid steer?
You probably want something with some metal tracks, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you a track hoe or a track loader. You can afford a track loader.
Oh, yeah.
I can afford pretty much anything.
Get a track loader.
I got real good credit.
Good night.
Yeah. Real good credit. And no debt.
Dang.
People just wanting to give me money so I can get some debt on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure Caterpillar would hook you up.
Oh, yeah.
Without a problem.
Guarantee you.
Well, let me show them this other shirt we got here before you move into your topic, because you mentioned Corn had one of our new shirts on. Lumpy's
You mean Lumpy?
Lumpy's got one. This is our other one here.
That's a little, yeah.
Tell them about it.
That's actually a design that Cornbread drew up, and the furnace of adversity. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever been through the furnace of adversity in life, but Lord knows I have a few times. I like that shirt a lot, man.
Yeah, it's a good-looking shirt.
It is. It is. I like the rough nature of it, Mm-hmm. That's all. These are also printed on my favorite type of base shirt, which is the comfort colors. It's a little thicker, heavier duty shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we all had input. Chili designed the one Cornbread's got on.
He did really good on
Corn and I worked together, and Chad on this design here. And then Chad had input on the type of shirt it went on. So this was a real big team
Collaborative.
effort.
Yeah.
That we did. Good job on that one, Chili.
Collaborative effort.
I thought that was great.
Look at this too, man. Don't die in the chair sticker at the store just popping off, man.
It's not in the store yet.
Well, that's a good looking sticker right
Yeah, it
there,
is.
buddy.
It's gonna be.
And
You got the first one.
we also have brought to you today by our partner at Drink Hoist. Can I have some of that Hoist real quick, Blake? Now look, let me show y'all a trick. A lot of people don't. They don't understand this. They haven't been watching the podcast much.
Oh, yeah.
What you do with this Hoist, if you're like me, you like coffee. You take a drink of coffee. And you chase it down with a drink of that Hoist. Good night. I mean, that'll slap your socks off right there, buddy. I mean, that's good. One's dehydrating you but energizing you. The other one is rehydrating you. So it gives you a kind of a level. You starting off back at a level playing field. You know what I mean? The flavors go great together. Mm-hmm. HOIST is made in the USA. Battlefield proven. IV level hydration. It absorbs instantly and replenishes your body immediately. Won't mess your darn stomach up. It's got all the stuff you need in it, especially if you're living in a place like we live in right now where you go outside and you move your darn pinky finger and your darn shirt is just soaking wet with sweat like we were this morning. HOIST will keep you out there, keep you feeling good. Hydration is one of the most important parts of taking care of yourself when you're out there getting after it. So check them out at drinkhoist.com. No preservatives, made right here in the USA. Get you some, son. Get you some. And we got a race coming up. It ought to be cool for y'all by then. Coming around in October. Mountain Mama Farms, 4-hour or 8-hour. If you guys hadn't been there, well, Lord willing, we're going to have Big Steve on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if all you do is sign up for Mountain Mama Farms and come, and if you don't even want to run, at least walk one lap, okay? It's a 4-mile track around 3.5 around our friend Stacy's farm. And if you just want to walk you one lap, you will love to sit and listen to Steve MC.
He's good.
He is so legit.
Yeah.
Steve is so legit. He makes that race.
Oh, yeah. He gonna tell you about it.
I mean, he's going to tell you about it.
Yeah.
That's Mountain Mama Farms. It's live on Ultra Sign Up. Put a link in the description. Whoever posts this on the YouTubes and interwebs and all, you sign up now. I do have to announce I will not be at Mountain Mama Farms this year. But here's the good news. If you are signing up for Mountain Mama Farms to come and see me, don't come because you're signing up for a race for the wrong dang reason. Okay? I am nothing but an old worm. So if you was going to sign up for that race to come and see me and that's the only reason you wanted to be there, screw off. Okay? Because I got my man Blake going to be there, chili and cornbread. I've got to be gone that weekend.
Unfortunately, huh?
Unfortunately, I didn't have much of a choice.
No.
Okay? But Mountain Mama Farms is up. It's going to be a big day. A lot of community out there, a lot of good times, and a cool place. It'll be a unique experience for you guys. There ain't many races. No race I've ever been to is quite like it. So
It also doubles as the Ruck Championship for the Strava Ruck Challenge. Give us an update, Corn.
Well, this week
it's been big.
Yeah. This week has been hot. Well, last week was the 40-pound 5-mile fastest ruck you could do.
yeah.
And the Yankee of the Year, Tom Brandon, won that booger.
What? He beat Blake.
8:14 pace, 40 pounds, 5 miles.
That's legit.
And Tom don't weigh but 65 pounds.
Yeah,
Dang.
that was big.
that is
Those
ridiculous.
two went back and forth.
That's really fast.
Yeah, real fast.
It's hard to put that in as fast. 8:14.
So this week we're in most elevation gain for the week with 40 pounds.
Accumulated, not just in one ruck.
Yep.
Accumulated.
The
okay.
whole week. And the top 5 have been going back and forth hours. Within hours. Positions are changing all day long. Yeah. But right now, Brandon Ranger is pretty much saying he's going to get first. He already has 12,178 foot of elevation.
And it's
gain.
Wednesday.
Yeah, and it's Wednesday.
Okay, well, that's pretty weak, by the way.
Round.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is. You could have 20,000 feet by Wednesday. Yeah, that wouldn't be hard.
Yeah, you could. Just saying.
If that's all you did.
That's pretty dang good.
Our man Cass, which placed in the top 10 last week, is currently in 10th right now. For him to find elevation down there in South Alabama is doing something. He's got a little over 2,600 feet.
Okay. But Cash, you got to do better than that, buddy. It's Wednesday, guys. Well, they have till Sunday.
Who's
Till
second?
Sunday night. Second right now is Tom Brandon.
Dang.
What's he got?
7,389.
Well, he's way behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Cornbread? What's he got?
Cornbread, the Reaper, is currently 4th with 5,817, which ticks me off.
Tell him how weak
Yeah,
that
why
is.
are you not first?
Tell him how weak that is.
Well,
Why is the Reaper not first?
You
on
literally
this?
get paid to do this.
Yeah.
Well, number one, I had to be here Monday. And then number two, I had to be at your house this morning. I stopped my
Okay.
ruck short to come to your house.
Okay, well, what have you been doing all the other rest of the time in the 24-hour period that
I
you
rucked
have?
5,817 feet.
Cornbread, that's nothing. I literally, the first 100-mile
Well, let me
race
tell
I
you
ever
something.
ran,
Let me tell you something.
In the course of 24 hours, I accumulated 30,000 feet of climbing, 33,000 feet of climbing.
Do you want to trade watches and you can do it?
I don't want to do that.
In 24 hours, I could accumulate 33,000 feet of climbing.
Not with a 40-pound rock.
Okay, well, with a 40-pound rock, give me 36 hours, I can do it. Okay?
Well, I'm not going out there for 24 straight hours, bub.
Well,
I've done that in 6
your
hours.
problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's what it's going to take.
Well, nonetheless.
y'all are lucky I'm not doing this ruck challenge.
Look,
'Cause I would destroy every one of you
Everybody
guys.
in this is in the arena, and you're not. You sit there and be a good teammate and support and encourage these people.
Well, I'll wear a rucksack on TNGA and I'll beat all y'all.
Well, by golly, you better do it. I'll be standing up there filming you, crossing the highway, and then coming down Mac White Gap.
Wear a
You
rucksack
better have a
biking.
rucksack on.
I get
You-
70.
what does that count if you're on a bike? And
No.
you
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't count anyways, would it? You could go this week and ruck the TNGA route and get 70-something thousand feet of climbing.
370 miles.
Yeah, everybody on here, y'all should quit your job, get a divorce, abandon your children, and just ruck. Take Chad's advice. Just leave your life, ruck for 24 straight hours. When you're done with that, this weekend,
Do
go
it again.
TNGA.
Wow, so you think God gave you a rucksack?
I can't believe these people on here are also being responsible. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, look, it's not a problem to forget about all your other responsibilities temporarily. Okay? You can't do that perpetually.
You can always get back to them, right?
But yeah, they're not going anywhere.
Kind of reminds me of what he said to you about the land, you know. God
Yeah.
giving that to y'all.
This is a
Yeah, they're not. Your responsibilities aren't going anywhere. Okay.
Look, leave them and forget about them until it becomes a problem, and then address the problem.
but this
And
last,
then before you ask the Lord for help, exhaust all of your options first.
but this will last for 8 more weeks
Those are two
after
quotes.
this week. Should you just throw all your stuff away for 10 solid weeks?
that is
Borderline.
borderline. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the big problem is how big Brandon Rager has gapped everybody.
Oh yeah, he's doing it too.
You're not going to catch him.
Well,
If Tom could go out, or anybody could go out right now and spend the next 24 or 30 hours climbing up a tall mountain, and you could beat him.
Tom, yeah. I mean, Tom, he reaped Blake Alvey last week,
Yeah,
so he might do it again.
Must have been right toward the end, too.
Yeah.
it was on. I think it
This
was on
weekend,
Sunday.
Tom might go out and give Brandon the what for.
Who's last? We always talk about who's first, who's last.
Why do we do that?
Well, I mean, the week ain't over. He can still do some stuff.
Why do we got to talk about who's last?
I
Well,
mean,
we always
he's
talk about
still
who's
doing
first.
the work. He's still. There's plenty of people who ain't even did nothing.
Okay,
yet.
well, that's who's last.
yeah. There's some,
Who hasn't done any miles? That's who's last.
Aaron McClannon, he has a knee injury. Chris Clark, Derek Brandon, he said he just put on the chat that he can just now get his shoe on from the rock.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we going down the list of people with all the problems and giving them, making fun of them? Look.
That is true. Your problem is not our problem. Get out and do the dang work, man.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, why are we going down and listing who's last?
Y'all don't throw your responsibilities away because Chad is embellishing on some funnies.
There's a few times in life that you need to do away with your responsibilities. If you're in a challenge like this, that's one. If it's deer season, if it's squirrel season.
You do that. I mean, he's not kidding. He actually does that in hunting season.
Well, you shouldn't.
His marriage will be in a wreck for a month after hunting season. And he'll be like, "Oh gosh, boys, I just went a little too hard in that squirrel season. I gotta get back to the right things." Every single year this happens.
It does. It happens every year. The rut.
The squirrel rut.
Well, it's been the
It
deer
definitely
rut.
happens consciously.
It's been the deer rut. I mean, since
I
probably
do that too, though. It's not good.
since I guess 2014, the deer rut has really jammed me up. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it.
Oh my God.
And it's gonna jam me up again.
Yeah, he don't want to say like I need to stop doing that.
He's
It
just
ain't but
saying
just
it.
a few months away. He don't want to put his foot in his mouth.
Yeah, he's just letting you know it has and it will.
Yeah.
So
Well, he said he didn't say it will. He said it might again because we've been 11 years straight. So, might
it's
do
a
it
stressful
again.
time. I mean,
Might do it again.
I missed Blake's wedding for the deer rut.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now,
Do you feel bad
that's
about that?
ridiculous.
Do you feel bad about it?
Corn was in my wedding.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I don't feel bad about it.
I'm not saying you should. I'm just asking if you do. You said that like it was some kind of a lesson, like, yeah.
It's showing you how, at times, you have to get out of all. You have to focus on what you're focusing on. Okay, if people are getting married, if people are having kids, if people are doing
their
this
problem.
or that around you, there are times you got to focus on what you're focusing on.
If you wanted to get married in their season, that's your problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you imagine if you had a child during deer season? Like if you had a child that was born in the rut, how awful that would be.
Probably good.
First part of the year.
Seriously?
Yeah,
That dang rut, baby.
take
boy.
a hunting trip.
First few months of the year, be careful.
But you would miss that whole rut that it was born at.
Oh,
If
for
your
that
kid
one
was
year.
born during the rut, you would miss that
You
whole
mean you'd
rut.
miss your whole first? You mean you'd miss the whole first few months of your child?
If you do like me, yeah. But most people would try to be there with the child, and they'd miss the whole rut.
Most people.
Look, I am 37 years old, Bubba.
That's all.
I've got, if everything goes perfect, I've got maybe 40 hunting seasons left. Maybe. If everything goes perfect, that put me at 40, 50, 60, 70. That put me at 77. I've probably got less than 40 hunting seasons left.
So you've got like twice the hunting seasons left that you have hunted that you could have hunted as an adult. So
No, I'm
you've
30.
got
I'm 37 years old.
yeah. How long you been deer hunting?
Well, I could have been deer hunting since the day I was born,
Well, no, you.
but I
couldn't.
missed out on a lot of those years.
Yeah. So nonetheless, you got more hunts left than you have had your whole life. 40
Well,
more years?
Blake, that's possibly okay.
Well, that's what you presented.
That's best case scenario. We know that doesn't. You know there's going to
You're
be.
trying to
It might
use-
be more too.
There's going to be hunting seasons along in there where you're sick. You know,
traveling.
You got to travel, something like that. And You know that's going to happen. So if you've got 40 left, you've really probably only got 35 left.
This is another one of them time talks, them time talks that people give. You know, talking about how much time you got left, and
That who gives?
well, everybody gives one. Like,
Think about how fast a hunting season goes by. It comes, it gets good, and then it's gone.
I'd agree with that.
Okay?
the rut goes by quick.
It goes by very quickly. I've got 40 of those left if things are perfect. I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss a hunting season. I'm not going to miss a rut.
You missed one of the prime days for a race that we scheduled. One of the prime days.
Oh, yeah. I think you actually have scheduled some stinking crap during right smack in the middle of the rut this year.
Really?
Huh. Looks like it's down to 30.
39. Yep, got you on that, bub.
Took one of your years away just like that, son.
Yeah, we were right here at it too, boy. Just a couple months away.
He done reaped you.
Mess with me on them receipts again. Your
I'm
next hunting
so
season will be
pissed right
booked
now.
too.
You got something booked there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got something booked.
It's like November 4th or something.
Yeah.
Or 7th, somewhere right in there. Right at the
I might not do it. I don't know what it is you booked.
I bet you do it.
I don't know what you booked.
And then you got something else when you get back too, I think.
Hey.
Yeah, you got a lot. That's going to be a big month for you. Beginning of that November. Now, once you get late in November, early December, you'll have some time.
Did y'all saw that buck that was out in my yard?
Yeah, I seen him the other morning too.
In my yard?
No, standing on the side of the road across the street.
You didn't even tell me about it.
No,
Daytime?
in the morning, early of the morning. When we was
When
going
it was
to do
cool?
that thing, we do.
When it was cool.
Yeah.
Cool of the morning.
You sure it was the same buck?
It looked like him. Yeah. I stopped too. He stood there for a minute.
And nice and
So I can get a good look at him. Yeah.
You know how to measure these bucks. What do you think that buck is measured up at? I mean, is he like up there?
I think he's at least probably 138, 142.
That's what I was thinking too. I mean,
you
he
weren't.
yeah.
You didn't have a clue.
That's where I had it.
Hey.
Right at 140.
That's at least.
His tines, his rear tines are like that.
3 foot long.
Now go up there. I saw that buck out in the yard the other day. I posted him on my Instagram story.
You should have shot it.
And
I agree. Just shoot it. done
that's
with
the
it.
biggest buck I've seen around there ever.
Go
nice.
see it again.
He's nice.
Yeah.
He's real nice.
You gonna go at her?
Yeah.
Are you? Like seriously, go at her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, I don't do the cameras and all that.
Right.
You know, I hunt him.
Yeah, I'm gonna put out a bunch of cameras.
I'll see him. No, you ain't. You said you wouldn't hunt that buck.
I told you I was gonna hunt.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna put out cameras, figure out where he's at. I'm gonna slip in there, boom, 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 kill him.
you can't be a you can't be a monk.
You don't tell
and
me what I
hunt
do.
too.
The monk hunts once and he kills once.
Yeah, I don't do them cameras. I like to get in there and hunt him. You know, I'll see him a few times before I kill him. More than likely, you know, I'll see him passing through the brush yonder. I'll have to creep up on him.
Yeah, you hunting over bait all the time.
I don't ever hunt over bait.
That's all you do always. You're gotta freshen up that corn pile.
You're the only one that hunts over bait.
I don't hunt over bait anymore.
Blake, you have a corn. You're the only one that maintains a corn pile.
Who has a corn feeder in their backyard?
Brooke?
No, you do.
No, that's not mine.
No.
Brooke has a corn feeder and it's empty right now because the deers eat the deers will eat 100 pounds of corn.
No, that's the honeybees.
Yeah, it's some deer.
Yeah. What's up with them honeybees?
Yeah, that was wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The honeybees got in my corn the other day. They were packing the corn dust on their legs.
Whose corn?
I mean Brooks' corn.
See?
My corn.
Oh, I didn't even tell y'all about this. I was laying in bed. Not last night, because I didn't get home till 1 a.m. last night. Okay?
I wondered why you were so quick to reschedule that.
Yeah, Okay,
that
let's
meeting.
not do that
That wasn't
again.
because of me. That was because he didn't want to do
Let's
it.
not do that again, okay? I drove to Nashville, did a thing, drove all the way back home. Let's not do that again. Okay?
That was
Did you feel like you might have overextended?
Yes, I definitely overextended myself. Roads were closed in Chattanooga. It rerouted us by Cloudland, Cloudland Canyon and all that. Foggy as crap up there.
Yeah.
Terrible drive home.
Good dinner?
We ate at Husk in Nashville.
That was good.
It was pretty good. You know what though, man? It seems like no matter how good your out to eat food is, it's always too salty. Seems like
Yeah.
to me. I don't know why, but it was good. It was just a little saltier. I got the ribeye. So what last night? But the night before, I'm laying in bed, and that corn feeder's right out there, and I all of a sudden started hearing the coyotes right close. I mean, then they were going nutso. And I thought it was out front of the house. So I jumped up, ran out through the living room out the front door because I thought they had got the cat. I thought that was what all that racket was. And so I run out there, but Brooke runs out the back door, and she starts screaming, "Get away from my deer! Get away from my deer!" Them coyotes have figured out that corn feeder's there.
Oh, yeah.
And they're coming in there and they're hunting them deer.
They're laying in wait.
Yep. It's the second time I've seen them do this. So finally I get around out back with a spotlight, and them coyotes were running all around out in that field. And Brooke started screaming at me, "Don't shoot." I had my rifle with me. She wouldn't let me shoot at them. I wouldn't have hit them anyways. They were running. They don't stand still.
Yeah.
They don't ever stand still. They're constantly moving. But they're getting bad around there, and that feeder's drawing them in.
Well, what do you think
Start
happens
laying
when
them down.
you got somebody that won't let you shoot them?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go home and probably get that thermal mounted, one of my thermals mounted.
For what?
I'm going to start shooting them coyotes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. And them 2 gobblers are coming into that feeder every day, multiple times a day.
Really?
Yep. Because remember, there was 3.
There was 3. Except they ain't
That
no
dang
more.
cat they got probably would kill a dang coyote. That thing's vicious.
Earl.
Earl.
You ain't gonna kill no coyote. What'd you bet?
They're hard to kill. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. A coyote is hard to kill because they don't give you no good shots.
If they used to come into that feeder, though, you might can get you a little dang fawn in distress bleed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just sit right there at your house and work him on in.
That happened the other night. Well, the other time that happened was a few weeks ago, and it was in the broad daylight. They coming in there.
I ain't going to let them coyotes run around my house in the daylight.
No.
That's getting bold. They're disrespecting y'all.
Yeah.
Is what they're
Yeah,
doing.
they're literally running right around my yard. I think they're out there every night.
Yeah, in that sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done claimed that. They've took that from y'all. They've
Yep.
reaped that from y'all.
That place used to be a morgue before y'all lived there. Now it's a sanctuary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I wanted to talk, and I'm about to give y'all some tips, listeners. All right? About to give y'all some main tips right here. Y'all don't need this tips because we don't deal with this in our, community, our team here. But have y'all ever had anybody that's in your family or your life that just all they want to do is talk? Friends, somebody, they just talk. They don't ever shut up.
Yeah. I guess I can think of some.
Yeah.
Well, I've been running into some problems with this, so I wanted to address this. Talking too much. Now, look, one of the first scriptures that I ever shared with somebody, with a friend of mine who talks too much. This is one of the first scriptures I ever shared when I first started reading the Bible.
You told him?
That's what I told him. I said, a fool's voice is known by a multitude of words. Y'all getting that? Okay. The first part of that verse is a dream comes through a multitude of business, meaning you worrying yourself to death. You're doing all this crap, and you can't sleep good at night because your brain's overloaded and you're keeping you up all night with these dreams. And a fool's voice is known by his multitude of words. Okay. The other day I was out getting ready to go do some exercise. Some guy comes up. Oh, are you Chad Wright? Yeah, buddy. I'm Chad. I'm getting ready to go do my exercise, okay? Now this feller, bless his heart, he comes up to me. You know, he's a fan, whatever you want to call him. I don't know this guy from nobody. Well, he starts talking, and he literally does not stop talking for like 20 straight minutes. I'm being held hostage here. I'm being held hostage. Well, yeah, but you know, that's what I'm saying. How on earth do you deal with these people? How do you deal with these people that just won't? Just incessantly talk. Yeah.
Well,
You've got
is that their problem or your problem?
It's well, their problem is becoming a problem to me. Okay? Because I'm being held hostage. Okay, now
he worded that.
Now, this don't just apply to me. I know there's some of y'all out there listening, and there's somebody that you work with that you have to avoid like the plague, because you know if you get hemmed up with them, it's going to be an hour of your day wasted. And that's the thing. These people who like to talk like this, nothing they're saying is even making any sense. What's up, Chill?
I just thought of one. Cornbread knows.
Somebody that talks a bunch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've all, look, here's some tips I want to give y'all, and I want to ask y'all, how are you supposed to deal with these people, man? You know, first of all, why are people not self-aware enough that they're not self-aware enough that this is even going on? They don't understand that it's going on. So here's the thing. First of all, you had to be self-aware. And here's the tip I want to give you. If you are going to engage someone else, just to check in, to say hello, to say, in my case, hey, I listened to your podcast, whatever it is, if you are going to engage someone else, you're going to call them up, whatever, you see them in the lunch break room, you should engage that person with the intent to listen. You see what I'm saying? Okay? If I'm going to call Cornbread, if I'm going to engage Cornbread, maybe I have a question. Maybe I'm dealing with something and I need something. Maybe I just want to call Cornbread just because I want to talk to my buddy. And I call Cornbread. My intent is to listen to Cornbread because I'm interrupting him. Right? I'm engaging him. And so my intent is to listen to him, not to call and talk at him. Okay? That's my tip for y'all.
That's big.
If you're going to
Makes sense.
engage someone, engage them with the intent to listen. All right? And also, pay attention to your darn self when you're meeting people, when you're having conversations at work, at church, wherever you are. Pay attention to your darn self. How much are you talking about your stuff? And talk about your stuff a little less. It's going to serve you well. It's going to serve. Now, people even say, why is this important? Is it just important because, Chad doesn't want to be annoyed? Well, that's one of the reasons. Okay? But why is this even important? Because it's going to serve you well relationally, professionally. It's going to serve you well relationally across the board. Whether it's personal relationships or professional relationships, if you will listen more than you talk, it's going to serve you well, okay? Another thing, we're talking professionally now. Look, you don't want everybody to know every piece of information that you have all the time. Shut up. Listen more. Okay? It's going to be good for you. Promise you. People going to like you more. If you want to do it for selfish reasons, there's a selfish reason. It's going to be good for you, I promise you.
Now, do you have advice for how to deal with when you're on the receiving end of that?
Okay, no, that's what I want to ask. What are we supposed to do in these situations? I mean, are you just supposed to tell these? Because I'm about to the point where I'm about ready to tell these people that starts hemming me up. I don't care who they are. I'm about to the point where I'm finna just start saying, hey, buddy, you're talking too much. Okay?
You could just have told that guy, hey, man, I got to start my workout, dude. It's nice to meet you. Appreciate the talk.
Been nothing wrong with that.
And then I'm sure you was probably running, just take off running. Been done with it. Been done with it. Nice to meet you. I got to start my workout, man. Good talk. Catch you on down the trail.
Is that what you would have done, Cornbread?
In that case scenario, probably so. A lot of people's just wanting some attention too. Maybe they're attention starved. That dude might not even had a friend, at all.
Probably because he talks too much.
Yeah.
Well, if it's bothering you, really, it's your own immaturity that you just can't deal with that.
Look, it ain't bothering me. I'm trying to put this. I'm trying to put this out as a tip for people to think about what on earth that I'm trying to make people think here that's listening to this podcast. Am I running my mouth too much?
Yeah, I'm glad you cleared that up because it came out as like you were aggravated with the way people were.
No, it's not bothering me at all.
So, of all the listeners here, if they see you in public, by all means, engage you for a long period of time and talk as much as they want.
No.
It's not going to bother you.
It goes back to the piece of advice I just said. If you're going to engage someone else, engage them with the intent to listen. That's your express intent.
It wouldn't bother you, though, if they were to do that.
No, it wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
It actually leads to good conversations. Like I want the people who listen to this show to be successful, man.
Yeah, that's good.
And a lot of the reason that you're not successful is because you are talking too much.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with it.
So what's your strategy behind this, Blake? Do you agree with what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I naturally don't have the desire to talk a lot anyways, so it's not a big struggle for me to not talk a lot. So I
Grill's
agree.
over there grinning like a possum.
He talks all the
James is
time.
grinning like a possum.
He probably thinks you're talking about
No,
him.
I'm not talking about Dad. Dad's a good listener. He really is. Yeah. You can actually have a conversation with Dad.
Yeah.
You know, he'll call you. He'll listen to you. He'll talk. He'll tell you about what you can have a back and forth conversation.
Yeah.
Dad's good at that. You know, I'm talking. This is not the kind of people I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I agree with you. Even a fool's thought wise if he don't talk much.
That's a good one, man. That's another Bible verse, ain't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good. That's good. There's another tip I want to give you guys. Now, all of this really falls under the umbrella of communication. And one of the biggest struggles we've had within our team is a lack of communication at certain times and seasons. Because none of us are very talkative. You know what I mean?
You're pretty talkative.
Like,
say you and me can talk a lot.
when we're doing a podcast, but just in private life. In private life, it's amazing that I'm able to give a speech. Because in private life, I don't talk much at all, do I, Blake?
No, not if we're just sitting around.
I don't do all that. Because I know I ain't the smartest guy in the shed, like Blake said. Even a fool's thought wise if he keeps his mouth shut, you know?
Chili, he don't talk a lot. Lumpy, he don't talk a lot.
Yeah. So many times the problem is a lack of communication. But now all this falls under communication. We're talking about you are over communicating. You are screwing up people's schedule with you running your mouth about stuff that don't matter to nobody. Nobody cares about what shoes Grandmama wore last night. Okay? So here's the next tip I want to give everybody listening. Now, I'm giving y'all some big tips today. When you do decide to talk, it is a good idea for you to first think about what it is you want to say. This is like this is military. This is military secrets. All right? When you are talking in the military over your radio, before you key your radio up, you first think about what is it that I want to say, right? And then you think, is this thing that I want to say, is it even necessary to be said? Okay, is this a meaningful piece of information here? Okay, you think about that. Okay, now you think, how can I say this thing and get the point across using the fewest amount of words that I can possibly use? Okay? And then after you've went through that process, you formulated your sentence or your paragraph, however much you think you need, then you go ahead and say the thing.
Yeah, that's how it was when we was policing too.
You best not be saying no paragraph over the radio.
That's right, yeah. You end up getting somebody killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. But what's driving people to just incessantly talk? Help me understand this, guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Help me, please.
There's something underlining most of the time, like it's attention. I got somebody who is very near and dear to my heart that talks constantly about his job and how great he's doing. But I know that's from he wants to be perceived as this thing that he believes is great in his head, you know, and I have to just change the subject, and maybe I change it to something else that I know for sure he's doing well at, or something else I know someone else is doing well at, to change the subject. And a lot of times it works, and sometimes it don't. And I have to say, dude, but now this is somebody I love to death and have basically been with his entire life. I'll just say, I'm tired of hearing it. You got to shut up. Like, you're doing great. You don't have to keep proving yourself to me. But that's somebody that I know very well and that loves me, so on and so forth. Some people want to be the main playable characters, the terminology you use. Like, they got to be the main person in the room that everybody's listening to. There's got to be something else behind that, the reason they want to be that way. We've seen it on the courses. Somebody talks just constantly. I'm like, well, this person may be worried if they're going to finish. They're just trying to get their mind somewhere else. They don't really know what to say anyhow. They're uncomfortable, so they're just talking to try to work through it. I don't think people are just, well, I guess maybe some people could just naturally want to talk all the time, but normally I think there's something else behind it. I think the dude you met was really excited he met you probably, and wanted to spend as much time and probably share as much about himself as he could to you. So in hopes maybe you would remember him the next time he saw you.
Well, it's sometimes then you might be working like an office and someone from a whole nother company just talk to you, and it's like you're trying,
About all of it.
Yeah.
About everything in the world. Yeah, the Amish and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
Sometimes
I don't think that person wants to be like revered in any high standard. I think he just likes to talk.
Yeah.
And I like talking to him. I mean, it can start out talking about hunting and ending up all the way to can the Amish be drafted? And it just be an awesome conversation, and he never hushed the whole time. Even when you're answering him, he's still talking. Yeah.
I think those people a lot of times know that they talk a lot too, and they don't really care if you ignore them or not. Because I've been around people like that, and you just go to doing what you're doing, and they're just over there talking, and they know you're ignoring them. Yeah. They don't care. They just want to be talking.
Seriously, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, you can just ignore people like that, and they don't care. They just are happy to be talking.
Yeah, that's right.
They're a body, and you just do what you do.
Oh, my gosh, man.
You can go on about, walk out of the room and go get something, and they'll just stand there and keep talking.
Yeah, it normally don't bother me if someone does that unless they're bragging the whole time they're doing it. If they're bragging about something, then I get a little irritated.
It's not the talking then that's bothering you.
Right, yeah.
But in a professional setting, you have to get whatever the problem is driving your incessant talking. You got it. You in a professional setting, you got to get over that.
I agree. Yeah.
You can do that in your own time.
Yeah, I think that person needs to be told in order to even know it's an issue.
Because they don't know it.
Yeah.
I guess they don't know it.
And I think it has to be delivered that way. It's, hey, man, you're causing an issue by doing this. Quit doing it. And then if they keep doing it, then it's, hey, dude, now you're not taking it serious. You are being an idiot now. Like we've told you, it's causing an issue, and you're choosing to keep causing an issue.
I told you I got to start my workout, and you're still talking.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have any tips on how to deal with it from the other end?
Which end?
If you're the listener.
The listener end.
If it starts to aggravate you or something, like what would you do?
Well, that's what I was just asking you guys.
Well, you said it doesn't bother you, so
why
are you asking us for advice?
I was like, do you have any tips? Like, I'm not sure.
You said it doesn't bother you.
Oh, like tips on how to make it not bother you?
No, like tips on if that bothers you, how to deal with it.
That's what I'm asking you guys, man. What do you think?
Why are you
Jimmy?
asking us?
Yeah.
How do you deal with these people, man?
That doesn't bother me. I didn't.
He doesn't have to deal with it.
People who incessantly talk don't bother you.
Well, you presented this in a way that this happens to you a lot. This doesn't happen to me. I don't really ever deal with people.
You don't have family members like this?
No, heck. Like I said, if anybody talks a lot in my family, it's me. So I'm the one that they got to deal with. So, no, I don't. I wondered if you had tips. I'm trying to learn from you, man. You already taught me how to not be this way.
I'm that's what I'm trying to think about how to handle these situations, not just with strangers in public, but with just people that, I've got to be around. Do you just let them go on?
What if you just looked at them and you just did this?
Fat
when they was
tongue.
talking.
I don't think that would work.
That's got to be weirder than that.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with just busting them out and say, hey, dude, have you realized you ain't hushed in about 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Go on and tell somebody that.
Yeah.
I don't say anything. I just go back to doing what I was doing, and they can keep talking
Just
or
give
not.
them a yeah every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could just tell that guy, just start your watch and take off running. Either he's going to run and keep talking with you, or he's not.
Now that would get wild if he took off running and kept talking to you.
Well, it did. That's what happened.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, you didn't add that.
Whoa.
Now, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's what
That's
happened.
stalkerish right there.
Yeah.
Well, that's whenever you go,
Run faster.
I'm a elite athlete, Chad Wright. I will make you not be able to run with me.
Well, that's what I did.
I like how all this was left out of the story. Wow.
That's what I did.
That's a wild story. Mm-hmm. How long of a piece did you run?
He probably stayed with me a mile and a half.
Oh my God!
Before he got quiet, and then he disappeared.
Well, now he's got an awesome story.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I met Chad Wright, the guy from 1 More Mile and 1 Mile. I met him and
1 mile deep.
yeah. And I run a mile. I kept up with him for a mile and a half. Yeah. And I had to go. I had to leave, or I would have kept running with him. But I kept up with him for a mile and a half. He let me run with him. I know where he runs. You want to go run with him?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Was that here?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's wild.
This is my life, dude.
Whoa. Are you getting aggravated about it?
Whoa!
This is your problem, Bob.
Hold on.
Don't be getting mad.
Hold on now. What just happened? Did something just happen?
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. I'm telling you guys all this stuff, and y'all still expect me to upload stinking receipts. You still expect me to answer emails. You still expect me to do all this stuff, man.
So you got to deal with something in life that you hadn't normally been wanting to deal with. And so now all your other duties need to be just dropped because you've got this new thing.
I'll give you a piece of advice. The actual inner workings and communication skills to let somebody down easy. I mean, you can go listen to a TED talk about that or something. I mean, whatever. I'm sure there's some 4-step plan to be like, hey, I hear you, but I have other responsibilities right now, so I'm going to go. Well, there's probably a way to do that, whatever. But one way that would help you, since you get so bothered by this, is just being grateful that you've built something that people even care about.
I am grateful for it, and it doesn't bother me, by the way.
I mean, I need to hear this too for a lot of other reasons, but that helps in dealing with something that's annoying because you're like, dang, this is annoying, but I'm thankful that someone even cares to talk about that. You know what I mean? That would help. And then the actual skills of like, okay, this has been 20 minutes. I need to get going with my life here. I'm sure there's a better way to do that and kind way to do that. But yeah, just the posture of gratefulness for even that will actually help a little bit with the whole process.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah.
I need that too, though.
Yeah.
That's a positive message.
And I don't like how you guys have turned this conversation and made it all about me. I really don't like how y'all have done that. Because now you've just made me look like a fool on the podcast. Okay? But I know you guys did that on purpose.
Well, I'm sure that guy was just happy to meet you and went overjoyed, and that's probably all it was to it. There probably wasn't no underlining thing. He's probably watching right now. Whatever your name is, Julius, for the sake of conversation, you didn't do nothing wrong, bub. Chad enjoyed running with you. He told me this morning he enjoyed it.
You know where I actually learned all of this, this whole concept of how being a listener will help you in your endeavors? Where I learned all of this from was a long, long time ago when my SEAL mentor, Jake Hubman, made me read a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's where I learned all of that. And I read that book, and I'm not recommending that book because the principles it teaches are maybe it'd be a good book for young people to read. You know, I read it when I was young. But like the core of the book, I mean, if you could sum that book up with one word, it's listen. Because people like to talk about themselves, right? That's the whole idea of engaging someone with the intent to listen. That's where I learned all this from. And that's how I actually started applying that early on in life. It's like, hey, let's talk less, let's listen. And it's still something that I have to be on guard, or I have to be conscious of or self-aware even today, right? Because I'm no different than anyone else. You know, I like to talk about myself and what's been going on in my life, you know, what I've been doing. You know, I get sucked into that sometimes. Yeah. I would say very often. So that's where I picked all that up from originally. It's from that book. That's good, guys. I appreciate y'all chiming in on that. Y'all had a lot of good word on that, especially you, Chili.
Yeah, Chili did good with that.
Good job, Chili. Again.
We got a Patreon question this week, CB?
We do. From
I can't wait to hear how you say this.
this dude's name?
Yeah.
This guy is a brand new Patreon member. Vibransky.
Wow.
Vibransky.
You went with it.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you for your content. I discovered your channel through Chad Wright's appearance on Joe Rogan. My question is,
Thanks for being here, Vibransky.
what is the purpose of suffering and grief on this planet? Everyone is suffering in some way, and it is unbearable. When will Christ return to end this?
Well, nobody knows the day or the hour, man. I asked the same question, Vibransky, the other day. Remember, I asked the question when I was first started going over and sitting with my friend, Mr. Don. I said, what's the point in all this grief? Y'all remember when I asked that? Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, what's this supposed to be about here? You know, what's the point in all this? Suffering and grief, right? Well, I think it does many things to a person, but for me, what's the point in suffering and grief is those are two of the main things that will keep you in your proper place, in your own mind, right? And by the way, we should define suffering. Suffering is not when you go out and run your ultra marathon, okay? That's not true suffering. Suffering is watching a loved one battle addiction, or going through a battle with addiction, or going through a sickness, or going through, something like that. That's suffering, man. And suffering and grief will realign your mind with really the truth about who and what you are. Because when we are doing well and we're not suffering or grieving, what happens? The P word.
Pride.
We get prideful. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm doing well, you know, I'm not dealing with a blood clot. I'm not dealing with someone I love. I'm not having to walk with them through some big challenge and see them in pain. Oh boy. Pride will come and have its way in your mind. Okay? But buddy, when you are sick or you are grieved, you realize, oh, son, all that pride goes out the window. You start thinking, good night, I got to have some help here. I got to start leaning on some brothers and sisters around me. I got to start praying again. I got to start looking at the scriptures. What can it tell me, right? Like, suffering and grief for the Christian. Natural man will never understand value in suffering and grief. How would they? Why would they?
I think we can understand it, but we don't like it.
Yeah. For the Christian, suffering and grief is it's an absolute necessity. It is the way. It is the way. We see it with the Apostle Paul. When the Apostle Paul says, on account of all of these revelations that the Father's given me, what would have happened to the Apostle Paul? The Apostle Paul would have got prideful. Because he was a man just like we were. He said, on account of all of these revelations that I've been given, the Lord has given me a thorn in my flesh, a messenger from Satan to buffet me. Why did that have to happen? Because the Apostle Paul's just like we were, or just like we are. You know, the more that the Lord gives us, the more look. I'm going through that right now. The more that He gives you, the more that He uses you, you cannot win the battle against pride. You can't win it. He has to make us subject to suffering and grief. He has to. He does it to our own benefit. You know?
Yeah.
What do y'all got on this?
I ain't got nothing I can add to that. You covered down on that, bub.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of daggone lumpies.
Hey, when you work with someone that's as well spoken as you, what can you do?
Yeah.
You know?
Steadily giving those master classes.
Silver tongue.
He good, ain't he?
He's getting real good.
Yeah. Big.
Yeah. He's getting real good.
This has been okay. I'll be straight up with you guys. This has been one of my personal favorite podcasts we've recorded in a long time.
All you've done is talk.
I don't know. The listeners may hate this episode because look, we've done a lot of joking and cutting up, and we've talked about hunting, and we've laughed, and you know, I've aired my laundry and all this stuff. But this has been fun.
It has.
It has been fun, and I'm glad our Patreon member, what's his name?
Vibrant Ski.
Vibrant Ski.
Vibrant Ski. I'm glad that he asked a serious question because that's a serious question. That it's hard, especially early on, to see why suffering and grief are so important to the Christian. And it's almost an impossibility to be thankful for suffering and grief when it comes, even though you know what it's being used for. I'm not saying that you have to act like you're thankful for it. I'm not saying that it's ever going to be easy to welcome it. But what I am saying is that the Lord, in his grace and love for you, is going to use those things according to his sovereign will in order to conform you into the image of Christ, our Lord and Savior. So it's really a great question. Well, boys, I love y'all.
We love you too.
Love you too, brother.
Love you too, Bubba.
That was a good podcast, man.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Super chats.
It's fun to have fun.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Did I say Brandon Rager had 17,000 feet earlier?
12,000.
Okay.
Well, Chili, have you ever done the brim of your hat like this? That's how Bucky does it.
Blake told me to do that with this Bucky's hat right here.
That's how Bucky does it.
Yeah, see?
But this, I've like bent it in the center of the. How's that look?
I mean, it don't look bad. Your hair is always messed up. Anyhow.
It looks real bad.
Does it look bad?
It don't look bad.
You look like a skater.
That might be your new style, bub.
I kind of like it without seeing it. I kind of like it.
Like Ryan Sheckler.
Well, we had Marty Bingham come in.
Oh, yeah.
At $4.99.
That's an overall man right there.
He is a die-hard overall man.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me hang out at ROP 13. It does me a world of good to be around good people and weird people and good weird people.
Yeah.
True
Thank
that.
you, Marty.
His photos were good.
Next time, bring me a Nutrageous.
Come back in at $19.99.
Good night.
He said, I noticed Chili's running lean and mean. Got it boiled down to muscle and blood. People don't walk around that tight for no reason. I think he's up to something big.
Dang.
Well,
Muscle and blood.
Cornbread told me this morning I don't even have a bicep anymore.
How you whittling down, bub?
He got a uniset, don't he?
Yeah. The beginning of 24, he was jacked.
I like
He was
that.
big.
I'm nothing but muscle and blood.
He said, that's the reason I didn't arm wrestle him. If he's not ready for something big, I don't want to jerk a knot in his arm and set him back or anything. Let's keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I'm actually really grateful you didn't arm wrestle me, Marty.
Oh, he'd have broke you over.
I don't know that I could beat Marty.
No.
That'd be bad.
Richard Porter came in at $5. Said, I wear Carhartt overalls 7 days a week. Be lost without them. Material ain't great.
There's an overall man right there, Richard Porter.
It hurt my image if I lost to Marty.
Them Carhartts, once you wash them about 1,000 times, they're comfortable. And then about the time they get comfortable, they wore out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had cornbread crumbs come in at $1.99. Sitting here at Frantic's Cafe enjoying the show.
Dang, that's in Dallas.
Is it?
Yeah. I wonder
I'll be
I wonder
darned.
who Cornbread Crumbs is.
I don't know.
Think it's Harvest?
No,
I'm
it
going to
ain't
go ahead and
ours.
tell you, if he's in Dallas, Georgia, he ain't nobody.
Dang.